welcome back to my channel. It's July. It must be time for Home Bargains haul. I went into Home Bargains today for a laminator, a laminating machine that you laminate things with for the purposes of laminating. How many more times can Carla say laminating in this sentence? Stop saying laminator, Carla. Anyway, that's what I went to Home Bargains for. By the way, if I'm looking a bit skinnier, I haven't lost any weight, it's just that you're up a bit higher. For a laminator, have I mentioned a laminator? I feel sure that at some point I must have said a laminator. If not, just in case you haven't caught it yet, I went to Home Bargains for a laminator. Do you know what Home Bargains don't sell? Laminators. After I've been to Home Bargains for a laminator, which they didn't sell, I think we're on 27 laminators now. I still managed to spend £32.48 because £30, as you know, is always about my price point in Home Bargains, and then I had to go and get a laminator somewhere else. Anyway, what that meant is that there's a Home Bargains haul, so here it is. And I bought a couple of bits this time that I don't normally buy, so that's good, because otherwise these are getting very samey, aren't they? You must be bored by now. By the way, just for those of you who watch The Fringe, it really does need cutting. I've got an actual appointment at an actual hairdresser's next Monday. Very excited. Okay, I bought in Home Bargains when I went to buy the laminator, which they didn't have. Staying with the laminator theme. I bought this, first off. This was £1.79. I had no idea how much it was going to be till I got to the till, so I'm glad it wasn't very much. It is a soft PVA cleaning pad. Look, it says it big on that side. I don't know what to show you that side. Soft PVA cleaning pad, and it is for cleaning the interior of my car. So, to go with it, I bought some AA Cockpit Shine, insert snigger here, FNAR. I can't read because these are the wrong glasses. Bear with. Effectively cleans dirt and grime from the dashboard and surrounds. Protects against water and dust, leaving a showroom shine. Don't know why I'd have water inside my car. I feel like if I've got water inside, something's gone wrong. Either way, Cockpit Shine for the inside of my car, because it's starting to look a bit dusty and grubby. And a soft PVA cleaning pad to go with it. I don't know why I felt I needed a special cleaning cloth. I think it was because I was in the car section and it kind of suckered me in. It went, you need me. It was next to the cockpit next to the Cockpit Shine. So obviously it feels very weird. It's very spongy. Didn't say anything about it being a sponge. Bear with. I sliced it open. Keeping it now then. Oh, it feels kind of cold and clammy. Oh, it feels like the hand that you're scared is going to come out from under the bed in the middle of the night. Just me? Okay. Oh, it is kind of damp. Why is it damp? Are you meant to be... Oh. It's a bit like it... Oh, it smells weird. It's a bit like a chamois leather. It feels like pastry. And looks like pastry. Maybe I should make out a fake pie. It's a bit like a chamois leather, I suppose. PVA. PVA is glue, isn't it? Have I just lost my marbles? There are absolutely no further details to tell you what it is. And apparently it will give me a streak-free, scratch-free, brilliant finish. I should probably use it on my face. But yes, so I've got my clammy hand from under the bed monster thing cleaning cloth, which looks like pastry. And I've got my FNAR Cockpit Shine. So I'm going to do the inside of the car at some point. That'll be very rock and roll of me, won't it? The Cockpit Shine FNAR was completely free. Where is it? You're on here somewhere. I know you are. £1.99. So £1.99 for the Cockpit Shine and £1.79 for the weird cleaning cloth. £3.80 for a perfectly streak-free interior. Can you get a streak-free? £3.79. Not bad going, really. Okay. What else did I buy? I bought milk. Milk's not very exciting, is it? 4 pints of semi-skim milk. Yeah, Natalie be pleased, she'll be able to have a milkshake. Practically lives on milkshake, that girl. So yeah, milk, 4 pints of milk, or 2 litres rather. 2 litres of milk, semi-skimmed, £1. £1 for 2 litres of milk in Home Bargains. What else did I buy? Let's work our way down the receipt. That's much the easiest way to do it. Digestive slices, cherry bacon. These are only 49p. Now, I like the classic digestive slices. I don't really like the caramel ones. I don't know why. And cherry bacon I haven't tried, but they were only 49. Clunk. They were only 49p. So I thought we'd give them a go. They might be nice. Should we try one night? No, I'm not really hungry right now. I'll try one later. I'll try one in the waffle and let you know. But, oh, they're individually wrapped, which means I've got absolutely no excuse to eat 5 in one go. That's jolly good, isn't it? They were 49p. I think that's a bargain because the normal ones are usually £1 for a packet or something like that. I got one packet, just one packet of the world's second best biscuits. I didn't buy any of the world's best biscuits because I'm trying to wean myself off of them slightly because I think my world's best biscuit addiction has become a bit of an issue, so I'm trying to be good. So I just got one packet of the world's second best biscuits. Those are 79p. I'm sure I've told you that 100 times before. 2 packets of these. These aren't for me. They are the Curator's Pork Puffs. One flavour is sweet chilli barbecue and one flavour is salt and vinegar, and it says they are light and crunchy pork snacks, flash cooked and finished with a classic seasoning. That's Anthony coming up behind me. There he is. Hello. So, yeah. The Curator's Pork Puffs, salt and vinegar, sweet chilli barbecue. They're not for me. They're for somebody else. And additionally, so are these pork scratchings, also for somebody else. I personally think pork scratchings are the most revolting idea. Just the thought of them is quite distressing, but there you go. They're not for me, so that's okay. I also got Fabulosa. I got 2 of these because we're getting through disinfectant spray like there's no tomorrow, and I quite like these Fabulosas. They are similar to Zoflora. Only Zoflora, I don't know if it already comes in an already diluted spray range. If it does, I haven't seen it. So I've got Spring Boom, Spring Blossom, and Pineapple and Coconut. I think I've had this one before. They're only 79p, which I think is really, really good. And yeah, quite nice pongs. Certainly nicer than the pong of dogs around the place. So 2 of those to go in the cupboard. And oh, I tell a lie, they're 89p. 89p. Don't listen to me. I tell lies. They were 89p, not 79. I got a pack of laminating pouches. That was glamorous. I got laminating pouches to go with the laminator that I went to Home Bargains to buy. Did I mention earlier on that I went to Home Bargains to buy a laminator? Just in case I didn't mention it, I went to Home Bargains to buy a laminator. They didn't have any, but they did have the pouches. How annoying. Anyway, I bought the pouches ready for when I got my laminator. I've now got my laminator from somewhere else, so that's all good. Laminating pouches, £1.39 for 25 A4. Jolly good show, chaps. I think I finished saying laminator now, but who knows. What's next? Oh, Fold Hill Meaty Rolls. They sound nicer than they're going to look. Fold Hill Meaty Rolls are for dogs. They're these little meaty roll treats. I don't even know what they put around the outside of them, but it's biscuit with some kind of marrow bone inside for dogs. But there's only one dog here, so we won't open them just yet. We'll open them in a minute. Those are 99p. That's a decent sized bagful for 99p. That'll last even the 3 of our gannets for a while, that will. Some fried Turkish delights. I buy these all the time. You know I like these. I like them better out of the fridge, I've discovered, so they'll go in the fridge in a minute. They're 99p for 3. Rennies. You might be surprised that I need Rennies with all this crap that I keep buying to eat. I actually needed these in store. I don't know what I ate this morning that didn't sit very happily, but while I was going around the actual store I had heartburn, so I knew that I was getting low on these at home anyway. So these are £2.69 for this size packet. There's 48 in there, and I had them off the shelf and ate 2 of them while I was going around, which I remember my mum being horrified when I was a kid because other parents would let their children eat stuff going around and then just put the empty packaging on the conveyor belt. And my mum was like, that's stealing. It's not yours until you've paid for it. And I was kind of like, as long as they're going to pay for it, I don't think it matters. Either way, I paid for them. They're on the receipt. And yeah, I need to solve my heartburn problem and go around the store. Let me know in the comments whether you think it's okay to do that or not. I don't think it's okay, for example, with something like a piece of fruit. I know that Tesco's now have free fruit for children, and they introduced that to stop parents feeding their children fruit and not paying for it. But I don't think it's okay to give your child, for example, a banana which needs weighing and then go, well, she's ate it, so you can't weigh it. I think that's out of order. But I think it's okay if it's something that's going to have a barcode and can be charged for at the till in the normal way. But let me know what you think in the comments. I'm interested to know whether you think I'm amoral in this regard or not. Don't let me know if you think I'm amoral in any other regard. Just this particular thing. A big Galaxy 200 gram. It says more to share. I might share. Anthony might get some. He might not. But this is £1.49. I've become someone who prefers Galaxy to Dairy Milk. I used to be Dairy Milk girl through and through, and then Dairy Milk was bought out by, I want to say Kraft, but I might be wrong, and they changed the recipe. and it isn't the same anymore. It just isn't the same. And so I've defected to Galaxy. And I think a lot of people went with me. I mean, I didn't form a union and we didn't all go together, but I think a lot of people feel the way I feel about it. Stage of revolution. I bought another little variety pack of these coffees. Those are for Lex. I bought a pack of those before, so I got those again. Oh, Bob Martin's poop bags. This was interesting. I mean, bearing in mind that when I use the phrase interesting, I'm using it very loosely. This was interesting for someone who spent some time indoors this year and doesn't have a life. I always get a pack of 4 rolls of poo bags. There's 4 rolls on a card, and it's 99p for the 4 rolls. And I chucked them in my trolley as usual, and then when I was standing in the queue to pay, I glanced over, and these were 19 pence per roll. Each roll has 20 bags. So I looked at the ones I'd got in my trolley, and each one in my trolley was also 20 bags. So it was 99p for 80 bags of the ones I picked up. But this works out at 4 times 19 is 76p for 4 rolls. So I saved 24p. And they're brightly coloured, which obviously is going to make me much happier about picking up poo, because everybody would rather have a brightly coloured bag of poo in their hands than a black one. Because, you know, if you're carrying a bag of poo, you want people to see that you're carrying a bag of poo. There's an element of wanting people to know that you've picked up your dog's poo and that you're a responsible dog owner in that. But I didn't actually mean that you want to advertise that you're carrying a bag of poop around. Anyway, if you go to Home Bargains, it's cheaper to buy these 4 individually than it is to buy the 4 on a pack. Tell them Carla sent you. Don't tell them that. They won't know what you mean. Paracetamol! Oh. Why are there no headache tablets in the jungle? Because the paracetamol. You can have that one for free. Jokes you can join in on. That's the future of comedy, as Peter Kay would say. Paracetamol in Home Bargains, 29 pence a packet. Can't beat that, can you? Can't beat that in a world of headaches. A tube face covering. This is for me mother. She's now that lockdown is lifted and shielding is lifting slightly, and she's being a bit braver about going out, she's going to think about going out on the buses, but she doesn't get on very well with a traditional mask. We've tried several kinds. She has COPD and chronic asthma, and a traditional mask she finds quite restrictive and makes her breathing bad. So I thought she might try this as a tube face wrap. You can wear it 4 ways apparently. One size fits all, so even if you've got a fat head, you're fine. It matches my t-shirt really well. That wasn't deliberate, that just happened. You can wear it as a face covering, a head and face covering. I'm trying to show you the back there. A head scarf or a kerchief. And as you can see on the front, you can wear it to cover up your face in the event of wandering out in public. It says great head or face covering for use outdoors or indoors. So there you go. If you want to cover your head and face indoors. Oh, good Lord, there's loads of different ways on the front, look. Face covering, head and face covering, neck scarf, headscarf, hairband, kerchief. They're all the same with just a few extras added in. That was $1.99, and I just thought we'd try Mum with that and see if that's a bit more successful for her than the traditional masks. A Wick for gel pot air freshener. I wonder what that looks like. Oh, that looks like that. Last time I went to Home Bargains, I didn't do a haul video for you guys because I only popped in and grabbed a couple of bits and I thought you might be sick of them. But I bought a couple of those little vent air fresheners for the car, and there's like a little stick. You push it onto the vent, and on the tip of the stick is a tiny little image of a candle jar, and it's an air freshener. And I bought it in Vanilla Orchid, and it's really quite nice. So I bought this today. This is just one of those air fresheners. I think you just undo the lid and it seeps out into the surroundings. So that was 99p, and I bought it in the same fragrance that I bought for the car because I already knew I liked that. But it's got scratch and sniff, look. Scratch and sniff. I mean, welcome back to the 80s. It's really good. It's a really good scratch and sniff as well. Do you remember those people who are about my age? Do you remember scratch and sniff stickers? There was a sticker craze during the 80s. It was stickers and rubbers. For my American viewers, that's erasers. Not what you're thinking. And it was a mad fashion craze in the 80s to either collect stickers or to collect rubbers stroke erasers. And scratch and sniff stickers were and fragranced rubbers, but scratch and sniff stickers were the dog's pyjamas. And that's just reminded me of those. But yes, that's quite a nice smell. Vanilla Orchid, that one. I bought 3 of these for Mother. These are only 19p. Now, I mentioned last time I went to Poundland and did a haul that they had a pack of these kind of little snacky things. These are 19p, and this is white chocolate and berry. So I don't know what berry. A selection of raisins, white chocolate chunks and chunks. A selection of raisins, white chocolate chunks and dried sweetened cranberries. So I'll take those over for Mother and see how she gets on with those. 19p a shot, literally a shot, they're called shots. 19p is not bad, is it? And then, oh! Even better still, it said 19p each for the poop bags. It said 19p each on the shelf. They were 15p each, which means 80 poop bags has cost me 60p instead of 99p. I am so pleased. Literally made my day. Don't get out enough, must get a life. I only just noticed that the price is different on the receipt. So I bought some eyelashes. Don't know if you guys watch Kate McCabe. If you don't, you can go and have a look at her. She's great fun. She does a lot of shopping hauls, and when things are normal, a lot of charity shop hauls and things like that as well. And then she does home stuff and things like that. She used to have those eyelashes that you go and a technician puts on you and they last for X amount of time. But obviously during lockdown, she's not been able to have her eyelashes redone, or I don't even know what you call it. And so she tried these from Home Bargains. Now these are Eyelure Volume and they're pre-glued. I am terrible at false lashes. I'm really, really dreadful. And Kate said she also has the same problem. So, since she said she found these a workable solution, I thought I'd try them. I'm not going to try them right now because I think you only get 2 uses out of them. It says, featherlight feel, instant application, reusable. Eyelure Cosmetics London brings to you the most brilliant lashes available. Our volume collection gives you wished for length with great depth. They are easy on, gentle off, contact lens friendly and handmade. And then there's a little 4-step instructions for how to do it, and apparently you can go to YouTube, where you guys already are, and watch their quick and easy application videos, so that's handy too. Doesn't say on the back how many times you can reuse, it just says reusable, so perhaps if you're very careful with them you can use them as many times as you look after them for, if you see what I mean. But I thought I'd give those a go, and so watch out for that in one of my waffles at some point when I try them on and go out looking like spiders have landed on my face. That'll be something to look forward to. We're nearly done. I'm nearly there, folks. I'm nearly going to let you go. I bought an Airwick Freshen Up Citrus. This is for the loo. This is to go in the smallest room. Our smallest room is a very small room. It's just a loo. And sometimes some people leave it less than fresh. Not me. Mine smell of roses, obviously. This is a citrus air freshener, and it's one of those ones where we pull it up, I think. It's got, can you see that kind of floaty thing inside? That's a bit alarming, isn't it? Perhaps it's got instructions. Airwick Freshen Up releases a long-lasting fragrance in your room that neutralises odours for up to 8 weeks. Easy to use just as well for stupid people. Place bottle on flat surface. It really is for stupid people, isn't it? Carefully unscrew the cap, which has a wick attached. Pull up the cap and wick vertically. For normal room fragrance, the wick should be at half height, 3 centimetres. For a stronger fragrance, pull the wick up to full height, 6 centimetres. It doesn't say that you have to dip it back, so I presume it then just sucks up. I've never used one of these, if you can't tell. I presume it just sucks up the fluid through what they're calling its wick as it goes up. So, if I undo, just in case anybody else out there has also not seen one. There you go, look, there's the wick coming up on the thing. So that's for the smallest room, and it's citrus because I think I'm not much of a flowery smell person. I always prefer a foodie smell or a fruity smell, and I didn't think I could fancy anything too. The problem with too much information coming up, folks. The problem with the natural smell which we are trying to mask is that if you mask that natural smell with a floral smell, it can become really, really weird in my experience. So I think a citrus smell is the best thing to try and deal with that. We're going to stop with the too much information now. You don't need. We've gone too far. I don't know why you don't stop me. I blame you. You guys should stop me before I go this far. It's all your fault. What else did I buy? Some of you actively encourage me in this, by the way, in this complete nonsense. Some of you actively encourage me, so you've only yourselves to blame. I bought, apparently, a Twix Top 10 pack. Where is it? There it is. I bought these last week and they're really nice. They're £1.25. It's basically an ironed out Twix bar as far as I can tell. So on Twix you get chocolate caramel biscuit. On this you get chocolate caramel biscuit, but it's wider and flatter. I can't see that they've done anything apart from run the iron over it. But they're 106 calories each, so that's not bad for a snack if you were on a calorie controlled thingy, is it? As long as you could stop it when they are individually wrapped, which is quite helpful again for me, because if it's not If it's not individually wrapped, it's one portion, no matter how big it is. Okay, and last but not least, I got Keratin Mask. This is for my hair. So my hair is not looking too bad today, but a couple of days ago it looked like I don't know what. It was so dry and crisp looking. So I only straightened it very briefly this time round instead of frying it anymore. But this is Crichton's, made in England. Crichton always makes me think of Red Dwarf. I hope he's not branched out into hair care, because he didn't have any hair of his own, Crichton, in Red Dwarf, so I feel like he won't be an expert. Pro Keratin Professional Hair Care, repairing deep treatment mask with keratin. They mentioned keratin twice, it must be in there. Rescue and repair dry, damaged hair by intensively moisturising. Instructions as follows, folks. Directions: after shampooing, massage into hair, pay particular attention to hair ends and leave for 2 minutes. Rinse thoroughly. Warning: avoid contact with eyes. Okay, well, bear in mind I'm going to be rinsing thoroughly in the shower. Avoiding contact with eyes is going to be a challenge, isn't it? Mind you, they say that on all shampoos, don't they? It's to stop you putting shampoo in your eyes in case you're an idiot. It says if I use it once a week, it will strengthen and repair, leaving hair soft, shiny and more manageable. But it doesn't say how many applications are in here. It's quite a lot, isn't it? If you're going to use it just like a conditioner, that seems to be plenty. I would say there's probably at least 4 or 5 applications in there, maybe more. I feel like they should tell me how much to use. I feel like they should assume that I don't know what I'm doing, as should most people throughout life, and give me more instructions. Anyway, it'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen? I might over moisturise my hair. Okay, and last but not least, an Aero. I haven't seen this one before. This is chocolate caramel. I've not seen an Aero chocolate caramel. I don't know if it's a limited edition or just a new thing. Again, with the sharing bar thing on the top there. I disagree with that. I'm very much anti the idea of having to share, but especially a bar of chocolate that's mostly air. I mean, bad enough having to share a bar of dense chocolate with some substance to it, but having to share a bar of chocolate that's already half absent seems a bit unfair, don't you think? On that selfish note, I'm going to draw a line under today's debacle of whatever this was. If you can hear panting behind me, by the way, Kai's just come back into the room. He's come back from his walk. Just in case you thought I was branched out into heavy breathing and not telling you guys, Kai is behind me going... So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this haul. I've definitely bought several things this time that I don't normally buy, and several things that I always buy. So, thanks for watching. Remember to like and comment down below and tell me all sorts of interesting things. And if you haven't already subscribed, there's a button for that somewhere, and there's a bell, and you can ring the bell and you'll get notified when whatever this is happens again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye.